Welcome to Money Moves Africa, your trusted guide to building wealth, one smart step at a time. Whether you're a student in Nairobi, a small business owner in Accra, or part of the diaspora sending money back home, today's episode is for you. We're diving into one of the most powerful tools for growing your money: investing. Don't worry. No complex jargon, no intimidating charts. Just clear, simple truths about stocks, bonds, and crypto, what they are, how they work, and how you can get started right here in Africa. First, let's clear the fog. What exactly is investing? Put simply, investing is the act of putting your money into assets that have the potential to grow in value over time. Instead of leaving your cash in a savings account earning 2% interest, investing allows your money to work harder for you. It's how the wealthy build wealth and how everyday people, and just like you, create financial freedom. But investing isn't gambling, it's strategic, it's patient, and it's personal. And the three most common paths are stocks, bonds, and crypto. Let's break each one down. Let's start with stocks. Imagine owning a piece of Safaricom, or Apple, or Equity Bank. When you buy a stock, you're buying a tiny ownership stake in a company. As that company grows and profits, your share of its value grows too. But it's not always up. The value of stocks can rise and fall depending on business performance, market trends, and even world events. Still, over the long term, stocks have historically delivered higher returns than most other investments. In Kenya, stocks are traded on the Nairobi Securities Exchange, NSE. You can buy them through apps like AIB DigiTrader, FIDA Investment Bank, or HISA app, all accessible even if you're a beginner. Here's a tip: don't try to time the market. Instead, invest regularly, even small amounts, and hold for the long term. This is called dollar cost averaging, and it protects you from big market swings. Now, what if you're not comfortable with the ups and downs of the stock market? That's where bonds come in. Think of a bond as a loan, but this time you are the lender. You lend your money to the government or a trusted company, and in return, they promise to pay you back later with interest. Government bonds, especially in countries like Kenya, are considered very low risk. They won't make you rich overnight, but they provide stable, predictable returns. The Central Bank of Kenya now allows ordinary citizens to invest in bonds using DAO CSD, a digital platform. With as little as 3,000 Kenyan shillings, you can invest in treasury bills for short-term returns, or treasury bonds for longer terms, up to 10 or even 20 years. Bonds are great for preserving capital, earning steady income, balancing risk in your investment portfolio. They may not be flashy, but bonds are one of the oldest and most trusted forms of investing. And then there's the new kid on the block: cryptocurrency. Digital currencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana have captured the world's attention with stories of people turning small investments into fortunes. But here's the truth: crypto is high risk, highly volatile, and not regulated in many parts of Africa. So why are people still drawn to it? Because it's decentralized, borderless, and offers a way to store value outside of traditional banking systems. If you want to explore crypto, start small. Only invest what you can afford to lose. And always secure your wallet and stay informed. Scams are real. Alright, you've learned what stocks, bonds, and crypto are, but the real question is, where do you begin? Start with your financial goals. Are you saving for retirement, building a home, or just curious about long-term wealth? Once you know your goal, you can choose the right mix: stocks for long-term growth, bonds for safety and steady income, crypto for bold, high-risk bets, but only with money you can lose. And for beginners, consider unit trusts or ETFs. These are bundles of investments managed by professionals. Less risk, less stress. No matter where you start, remember this: investing is not a one-time thing. It's a journey. Start small, stay consistent, keep learning. If this episode gave you clarity, inspiration, or the push to finally start investing, hit that like button and subscribe to Money Moves Africa, where wealth begins with wisdom.